I don't think I've ever worn shorts this short, ever. Maybe when I was a toddler.
Alexis Sunshine 83, it's always sunny here.
Hey Sunshiners, Alexis Sunshine 83 here. Summer is upon us, and with that comes summer fashion trends. Of course, I'm gonna be making my thrifting summer 2026 fashion trends video because most trends have already happened, and so they're probably at the thrift store. And I always like to promote getting trends secondhand, yada yada. But with my thrift stores not having dressing rooms anymore, it's kind of hard to do a proper try-on of what I find, especially because I like to put together an actual outfit to really get an idea if I like the trend or not. And there are a few summer trends that are way outside of my comfort zone that I really want to try because I have also ended up loving trends that I used to hate because I tried it on. So today I am going to be trying out summer fashion trends that are outside of my comfort zone and seeing if I change my mind or if my opinion of not liking them is cemented. To make this as sustainable as possible, I did rent all of these fashion trends from Nuuly. This video is not sponsored, but renting from Nuuly is always my favorite way to try on new clothing without having to buy it. And I just think renting clothes has so many benefits, like for one-time special occasions, or to just be able to wear something out and about to really see if you like it. So yeah, I have 8 different summer 2026 fashion trends to try out and see what I think of them. We are starting with a bang, and that is the micro short. I actually have been into a shorter short recently, but the micro short is a bit itty bitty for me. I don't think I've ever worn shorts this short, ever. Maybe when I was a toddler. I recently went to the mall and all of the trendy hip clothing stores had micro shorts when you first walked in, like displayed and everything, and specifically low-rise micro shorts. That's a big thing. So I am gonna put these on my body, and I think in styling these trends, I'm gonna try to find a balance to how they are being styled within the trend, but then also how I would potentially implement them into my style if I liked it. It's honestly giving underwear. Like, does it not kind of look like underwear, like the boy short underwear? Which, if you're YouTube watching this, it's shorts, it's not underwear. Please do not flag my video. I would not feel comfortable going outside in these shorts, not even for the idea of it being like really short and like scandalous, oh, I'm showing so much leg, but just in the comfort of wearing the shorts. Like, I usually don't have an issue with my thighs chafing or like the fabric kind of riding up. Like, I really don't have that issue, but with these, because of how short they are, they're just, the inseam is in a specific place where it's just sliding on up. The back, oh my gosh, my little tushy parts are kind of out. If I pull it totally down, then it's okay. Hopefully, I'll have to blur it out if it is not. I think this is okay. If I stand still and I don't move, the clothing's okay. But once I start walking around, you know, living life as you are supposed to do in clothing, it's riding all up, and I just know I would be fidgeting, pulling it down, not even again for the idea of like, oh, don't look at my butt cheeks type of thing, like I'm wanting to cover it. It's just the idea of like the fabric riding up and then kind of like sitting at a weird place. So I'm just wanting to like have the fabric in a normal place, and that would just drive me absolutely crazy. Like I said, I'm not opposed to a shorter short, but I think my like baseline is maybe even 2 inches longer or something, just so then it kind of hits at a certain point where it's not gonna slide up so easily, because again, this is just like the bittiest fabric of the inseam, so like it's gonna ride up, which I think for some people totally is fine. It doesn't irritate them. Separate to the feeling and fit of the micro short, I actually think they're cute on me. Like, if they weren't as annoying, I probably would have had my mind changed, because especially with these being polka dots, like I really like the look of this. Maybe if I got something slightly longer in the back, but then at that point, that's not a micro short, that's just a shorter short, which I already like. So that's just solidifying that I do like the shorter shorts, but not the micro shorts. Layering tops has been a trend for the past couple of months, but especially in summer, I'm seeing a lot more tank tops being layered on top of each other because it's just so easy, so lightweight, and layering during the summertime is so horrendous compared to fall and winter. So any type of layering ideas we can actually wear without overheating, like, yes, sign me up for that. However, I just cannot see the vision. I do have tank tops that I layer, but in different ways, whereas this one is very, it kind of reminds me of like the clean girl. It's very kind of, I would say, like chic, a little 90s. Although this is a trend that you don't necessarily have to buy anything new. You can just take clothes from your closet and layer it on top of each other. There are brands making specifically built-in layering pieces, which is what we have here. I will say I'm not obsessed with the color of this, but it was the only one I could find that I felt really showed the layering with the colors, and also from a brand like Damson Matter. Like, people eat up their stuff, and there are so many layering pieces like this on their website that I just totally see everyone buying them and wearing the same type of layering top. So this is kind of the perfect way to try this trend out, because I think this is a piece that is going to be the trend for this summer for the layering style. So let's see how this goes. I really do not like this. The color is not helping, but it just feels so sporty, and it could be because of this type of tank top silhouette. It's just giving me sporty, like, let me wear this with track pants or something. Like, it's just not me whatsoever. So I think I'm going to go a little rogue with this one, and I have two tank tops that I'm hoping I could layer on top to execute more of this style, but more through my lens, and then decide my feelings on this layering style. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is so much more me, and I can't believe I never thought to pair these two together. I honestly didn't even think these would actually like fit well together, because with this type of layering, you do need to have like slightly different lengths of the pieces, and something I am actively trying to thrift are more tank tops with lace or plain. Like, I only own 4, and I just want so many different colors and also lengths to just layer in general with other things. But now to layer like this, I don't know why my mind is so blown by this. I'm in love. I'm in love with this, especially like the colors look so good together. It sounds, again, so silly that it wasn't until having the previous Damson Matter layering top, it wasn't until that and how horrible that last outfit was that I felt so outside my comfort zone and was like, absolutely not, that I finally had that little light bulb of, let me just see what I have, and created this. For all of my satin pant lovers, I'm so sorry to say this, but I hate this trend. I obviously do not care about it on anyone else. It's just on me. Like, I cannot grasp my head around satin pants being cute in my outfit. Like, I really have not understood this. I can see it in, again, more of that like chic, simple, like a lot of the styling I've seen with satin pants are with a t-shirt or just a tank top and some flip-flops. Probably very comfortable and breezy for summertime, so I understand it in that aspect, but like, I just cannot think of anything worse than me wearing satin pants. One thing I do like about them is they have more wrinkly texture, because that's another thing with satin pants that I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to steam them every time I want to wear them. Like, I own clothes that I do have to steam pretty regularly, but a satin pant just, again, sounds like a nightmare. But this one, it's like they knew having it already have a little bit of a crinkle will then make having the normal wrinkles not as noticeable and as annoying. What if I were to tell you, after that whole speech about hating satin pants, that now having them on my body, I kind of like them. They are so comfortable. I just feel like I can do anything in them. I think the issue with satin pants that I've had of not really being able to envision them on me is the shoe situation. A lot of people wear ballet flats, little tiny heels, flip-flops, and I don't own that many like delicate shoes like that. And I just don't think satin pants look good with a black Oxford. I do have these gorgeous heels I recently got that I think is really doing something for me. Like, actually, if I didn't have these shoes, I probably would think very different about these pants. So it truly just depends on your style, your wardrobe, what you own. If you have more delicate shoes that you think would work, then am I pro satin pant? Am I really saying that? I don't know. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am renting all of these for a month because that's how Nuuly works. You rent them for a full month and then you send them back. I'm going to wear these. Like, a lot of these I'm just using for the video and they're just going back into the box until I send them back. But these I'm actually gonna wear for the month and see how they wear. Because I think that's the other thing is like, is the fabric actually not gonna look good after a full day of wearing and being out and about? I don't think they would be like core to my personal style. Like, they actually kind of more act as a comfort, relaxed outfit piece of going like to the movie theater. I think these are great movie theater pants, or maybe going to breakfast and it's more of like a casual, like maybe I would wear sweats usually, or like wide leg jeans and a t-shirt. Wearing satin pants with a t-shirt, like, it does give something a little bit more. It's basically an alternative to sweats that just feels a little bit more elevated. That's how I'm looking at it. I didn't realize that when I was initially doing my like introduction to the color blocking trend that my microphone was dead. So this is color blocking, which I wouldn't say is necessarily super outside my comfort zone or that I hate it. It's more just something I never think of like at all when I'm putting together an outfit, especially because it's more solid colors that you are color blocking, whereas I like to lean towards a pattern bottom and then a solid color top, or the other way around. Like, I wouldn't naturally put like these two pieces together. I mean, they are pretty outside my comfort zone, honestly, to be wearing in general, but I think especially as a color blocking outfit, which I don't think anyone even would bat their eye in seeing this outfit. It feels pretty trendy, I will say, but I think that's why then I even more so don't really like it. Like, it feels too modern. It feels like I could go to the mall and buy these pieces, which I can because these are like new clothing pieces and not thrifted. And I like my style to have an element of like vintage. I mean, I am also wearing like tabbies and like ballet flats, which is very modern. So it's very much like, this is a new outfit. I did technically already do a color blocking outfit in my styling spring trends video, but I don't think I did it justice to what the trend actually was. But that was more in my like kind of vision of like my style and that being implemented in that way, and that was definitely a lot more wearable than something like this. I wanted to do color blocking again just because it is even more so a summer trend. Like, it was, you know, kind of gaining traction in spring, but very much this summer I've been seeing it everywhere, and especially with colors like this. And I got a comment that said like my color blocking example wasn't real color blocking, so maybe I'm doing it as revenge, I don't know. But I think this is like a true like representation of what this summer color blocking trend is, and I don't hate it, but not something that I feel like I really care about personally. This one is kind of hard to properly show just because of the way that it lays, but it's these really deep V-neck like halter tops that I've been seeing, and this one like is the perfect example of it, and something I would never gravitate towards. I kind of hate halters, honestly. Anything I have to tie, it's like, oh, like that's kind of a red flag for me when it comes to purchases. If I have to tie something, I'm probably not gonna buy it. Also, V-necks, I don't know, like a V-neck t-shirt I really hate. A V-neck or a deeper V like tank top, I don't really mind. And it just depends on the V-neck silhouette, because I usually prefer more of a square neck or like a round neck. I mean, this isn't really a V-neck whatsoever, but it's kind of in that same vein of usually chest silhouettes that I don't always gravitate towards, but I do have some other pieces that kind of have a similar silhouette. Like, I have a dress, a vintage Charlotte Russe velvet dress that's kind of the same, but there's something about this that I'm like, I don't know about. Don't mind the pimple patch on my chest. I have a gnarly pimple and it is what it is. I am wearing shorter shorts that I mentioned I liked in the first trend that I did, the micro shorts. These are like my shortest shorts that I own, and these I like, and they're comfortable, and I don't have any issues of them like sliding up or chafing or anything like that. And I think they really go with a silhouette of top like this. One thing that I don't think is necessarily this like trend's fault, but just this top's fault, is this darn tie in the back. I cannot get it to lay down perfectly, and it is so irritating. This is why I hate halter tie tops. Anything, like I want to rip it off my body right now because it just won't lay flat. And maybe if I wore my hair up, but then it's like still, I hate a tie halter. Anyway, separate to that, the chest, you have to get it so perfect, or else there's gonna be something showing. You move a certain way or something like that. Like, you have to have such ability to tie it well for your chest and have it fit your chest, whatever size you are, like just so perfect that I feel like so many of them just don't have that ability because they're so cheaply made. This one, the tie is really just ruining it all because trying to tie it tighter is so difficult because of how annoying the tie is and the way that it lays. Maybe if I had help, I could lay it a certain way to where then it was cute in the back, because I think that's what it's supposed to do, is have like a cute little bow in the back and all that. But I am alone, so I did the best I could. I actually am surprised how much I don't mind the silhouette. If it wasn't for the whole tie part and that annoyance, I don't think I would mind this as much. This trend is kind of like a 2-in-1. We have like the sailor collar and it being like navy and white that is giving that sailor core, but then we also have tight romper that is also a summer trend in one. I'm very cautious with buying rompers. Like, I do usually need to try them on first before buying. I recently thrifted one, and thank goodness there were dressing rooms, because if there hadn't been, I wouldn't have bought it and been able to like verify that it fits my proportions. I do think with it being shorter, hopefully I won't have as much of an issue as I do have with like longer jumpsuits because of like my leg length, whereas this, it's more kind of like the top portion. But it also depends on your like torso silhouette of like those proportions of how then like a romper like this will fit. So there's still some potential things that may not end up working out, and again, why I'm usually pretty turned off by rompers, especially then tight rompers. The romper I did thrift is loose, and that's even more so why I was like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get this because it's loose, it's comfortable, it's all that, whereas this is fitted. I really don't like this romper. I think it's actually like really ugly. Like, the idea of it is so cute, and that's why I rented it. It's originally from For Love and Lemon, so it's probably like $200 originally, but the execution of it on, no, I'm not a nautical person. I'm really not. I kind of prefer more of like mermaidy of like the early 2000s, aquamarine or Zora Larson. That's kind of the beach style I like. Whereas this more like nautical, I think of like grandma, what's it called? Coastal grandma core, like that kind of nautical beach. And this, which does feel kind of vintage, like the silhouette of it, but I don't like it. I don't, and you know, I'm happy I tried it. As the romper, I mean, it's a romper, so like of course it's gonna go up every single time I move and hit all the bits down there, and it is really, really short. I feel like this must have also maybe shrunk a bit because like my butt is like barely covered, and when I sit down, it's basically a thong. I am cheating with this one because I do like baby doll dresses and I'm actively like having it on my thrift wish list, but I saw this one on Nuuly and I was like, well, it is a summer trend, so it may not be part of the title of this video of trends that are outside my comfort zone, but it is a summer trend, and I don't have necessarily like a true baby doll silhouette dress, and this is that. And yeah, hopefully that's okay. I just really want to try it. Sorry to waste your time with this one because yeah, I love it. I paired it with this bag I recently thrifted from Savers, which is why the tag is still on. Disregard that. I mean, perfect outfit for summer. Are you kidding me? It's so comfortable and flowy. And I think I could also even pair my black knee-high boots with it if I wanted to go for something that was a little bit like grungy-er, or just, you know, take away maybe the more like cutesy boho element and have something like that that's giving more like 90s punk element, if that makes sense. This was a selfish one, okay? It was a selfish one, but the baby doll dress is kind of the perfect summer trend. And something you can thrift. You can thrift it, obviously, because baby doll dresses have been like a thing forever. These Free People bloomer lace capri pants are kind of like multiple trends in one. So we have capri, and then we have loose capri, which is very much a trend for this summer. And then we have bloomer pant. These were definitely like at the highest peak last summer, but I have still seen people wear them and talk about them. And I've also always wanted to try these on. I would never buy them. They do not make sense in my wardrobe, but I am curious. This was gonna be my first attempt at an outfit with these bloomer pants, but I hate it so much. This is actually a lot more difficult than I thought it was gonna be. Another attempt, and I hate it. I just feel stupid in these pants. And it's not that I don't want to feel stupid in my outfit, like a funny, silly, goofy, stupid outfit, for sure. Like, I'm game for that. But there's something about these where I'm like, it just feels so off and it feels really stupid and I want to take it off my body right now. How are people making this look cute? Is this cute? I don't think it's cute. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to call it. This is my final attempt. No. Alrighty, this video has been such a surprise. Just to even know, I am wearing the satin pants right now. This has been just the biggest change of opinion that I've gotten out of this. Also the bloomer pants, like, I'm sorry, I didn't have that much to say about it, but I was just truly baffled by how much I hated them, because when they were like ultra trendy last summer, it's not that I was at the point of buying them, but of course you see other people wearing them, you see other people styling them, like, you're naturally gonna get slightly influenced. But thank goodness I listened to my heart and was like, I don't think this is you, Alexa. And now when trying them, they are not me. I will say the color of them being more of like a dishwater off-white that I don't think you were able to see on camera really made it even more difficult to style, because all of my white tops that I thought I would pair with it were then too white for it. So maybe if they were a pink or even the like black version of it, but still the silhouette is just a no for me. I love everyone else enjoying and loving their bloomer pants, but no. And I think the loose capris in general is just something that doesn't make sense in my wardrobe and just not a silhouette that I'm super into. So very happy that I never bought those. Overall, I had a blast, and I think a service like Nuuly is a really great way to try, especially like current trends that you are not sure about. And again, I think the idea of being able to like actively live in them for a month really solidifies your feeling for it. And I think that can just be like such a pro, and also see how the quality is, because that for Love and Lemon's romper, oh my gosh, I would be so disappointed in the quality. I'm pretty sure it is 100% cotton, but I don't know, even after a steam, like, and the way that it fit, it just was not it. I actually don't think it looked that bad. Looking over the footage, I was like, okay, maybe I was being a little dramatic, but just the quality of it, like, how are they charging so much for their pieces? Okay, let me know all of your thoughts about all of the trends that I tried. Did you agree with my opinions? Did you disagree? How would you style any of them different? And yeah, okay, thank you so much for watching. If you would like to see my face again, then make sure to subscribe right down below. Also follow me on Instagram, which is alexsunshine83, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!